Hi, this is Governor Rick Snyder, and welcome to the first episode, the inaugural episode of Ask Gov Snyder. This is a program we want to have happen by having questions come into Facebook and Twitter that I have a chance to respond to. And we want to have some fun, but also get some information across to all of you. So those of you that send in questions, thank you, and let's get this started. The questions, please. This is just like going on Late Show TV. The first question, on Facebook, Brett Moki asks, what is the truth with regards to the attack ads about the bridge and fuel taxes being raised? Well, Brett, I really appreciate that question because over $5 million has been spent on misleading ads about the new bridge to Canada. The new bridge to Canada is a fabulous project for Michigan. It's about creating more and better jobs for Michiganders all across Michigan. And to make it clear, not one tax dollar would be used to build this bridge, and it wouldn't obligate Michigan taxpayers for any liabilities. It's a great opportunity. The Canadians have been kind enough to advance the funds to build Michigan's portion of the project that would be repaid out of bridge tolls. So again, no obligations to Michiganders, and a project that creates more and better jobs. So my view is we shouldn't be talking about this. We should be building a bridge. So thanks for asking. On Facebook, Kellen Dunkelberger asked, how do we get rid of emergency managers? Well, Kellen, I don't want to appoint emergency managers, but the law that deals with emergency managers is very important. This law actually goes back to Governor Blanchard, and we improved this law this year. And why do I say we improved it? Because one, we put in an early warning system, because the best answer is, again, to avoid an emergency manager. But now we have a system to work with communities on getting themselves corrected, righted, on financial stability without even needing intervention from the state. And if we do need to get involved, our preferred activity is to do a consent agreement. How can we partner with the community to have them be successful? It's only as a last resort do emergency managers come into play after a community truly has failed in terms of its finances. So let's work together, because the right answer here is we have success with all our cities and communities and schools, because that's the comeback of Michigan and our reinvention. Oh, this gets interesting on Twitter. Sabra the saber-toothed tiger asks, what is your favorite Ice Age mammal? I think this is a biased question, given that it's coming from a saber-toothed tiger. My personal favorite I have to go with, and I like saber-toothed tigers, but I'll go with the woolly mammoth. If you think about it, how could you not like a woolly mammoth? So I do care about saber-tooths, but woolly mammoths and a couple other animals would be on my list. Dane Harvey asks, what is being done to fund unfunded pension obligations? Great question, because that talks about our long-term liabilities. Because we want a brighter future for our kids, and we had not been responsibly managing our unfunded obligations. Starting last year, though, we made tremendous progress with the first budget we put in place. We have started making payments on those unfunded obligations in a way that they will disappear over time. We also did reforms in terms of legislation to bring them down. It's also important to remember, though, we want to have an environment where we have people working in the public sector have great careers and opportunities, and they do think about their long-term obligations and liabilities, and we help support that in terms of having a good retirement income. So it's a balancing act, but we've made great progress, and we're going to continue on that path to think about those long-term liabilities, because it's critically important, not just today, but for the future of our kids, because part of reinventing Michigan is more and better jobs and a bright future for our children. Well, thanks for those questions. Round one's done. I enjoyed the opportunity to talk with you. I encourage you to send in more questions, either to Facebook or Twitter, to my accounts there. And let's keep this going and give us some feedback on how you like this. So thank you for your time.